So many would be now thinking about whether to give this attempt or not. At this time, you will have a lot of fear. See, lot of fear and panic and anxiety. Everything will start creeping into your system, and there will be so many rumors floating about question paper being this way or that way. See, even UPSC will not know whether what kind of question they are going to give. So these rumors are there. Whether how to handle this, if you ask me, I do not know. I don't think anyone who has written this exam would have perfected the art of being calm at this moment. Anyone, everyone who would have written this exam and is an officer now, or would have written this exam and not cleared, or would have written this exam or writing this exam or going to write this exam, will not escape this moment of anxiety and panic. So I'll talk about an event. So if, for example, at this late hour, I don't know what to say to convince you to not panic. Rather, I will start narrating an event in my or during one of my attempts. So at one of my attempts, what happened was, I think fourth or fifth attempt. The attempt which I gave, the results. So I went to the interview. So fourth or fifth attempt, something like that. I went to the interview, and the interview result, as you might be knowing, it will come, but the marks will come a little later. So I was there seeing the list, people clearing. So I saw that. Then the marks came a little later. So the marks, when it came, I was not, I was not so eager to look at the marks, because it has already gotten, I think 2-3 interviews had gone. I was not even interested to look at the marks. But my friend looked at the mark, and he said that, see, look at this, you have come very close. It is actually 2 marks less than the cutoff. So when he said that 2 marks, see, till that moment, I was thinking, I am not going to give this attempt. Maybe I will leave this attempt. Maybe I will write RBI. This is what I thought. See, RBI exam will come 1 week before preliminary examination. If earlier it was like that, I think now they might have changed, or no, I do not know. But earlier, what used to happen was, preliminary examination was one Sunday, RBI was another Sunday, or the Sunday before that. So what I thought was, maybe this time I will give RBI. Maybe this time I'm not going to give this attempt, So what I convinced myself was, maybe UPSC is not something which is meant for me. This is what I convinced myself. I was fifth, or I do not know that attempt, fifth attempt, I think. But this was the reason, because I could not clear. 2-3 interviews had gone. I was not having any energy to go and give that attempt. So I did not study. So I was, going for movies. I was thinking, now I have been liberated. So if you think that, see, there is a saying, there is a saying that it's not that, like Buddha said, desire is the root cause of all the evil, all the problem in the world. So what I became at that moment was, I became a Buddha. I thought, okay, I will leave this examination. Okay, over. I was actually happy. Buddha was right. Okay, when you go out of this, I was happy. So then I went for a movie or something. I was in, I think, Pirates of the Caribbean. At that time, Pirates of the Caribbean, last part had come. I was looking at the movie, and the results came. That is, the marks came. So I said, already I saw, I did not clear. What am I going to look at this? But my friend saw it and told me that, see, you are very close, 2 marks. Then Pirates of the Caribbean became blurred. Till that moment, I was happy. See, Buddha was definitely right. Yeah, I am very sure, whenever you keep chasing something, you will not have peace of mind. When you say that, see, okay, you will be very happy. This is actually in every situation, not only in UPSC. If somebody comes, okay. If not, okay. Abdina, you'll be happy. If you keep chasing, your happiness, anxiety, everything will, collapse. At that time, this is the same thing which happened. I was happy till that moment. Then I got this, 2 marks only. Then I came out, and I started calling all my friends. I started calling them, and I wanted to ask them if 2 marks, maybe reserve list. it can come in that, right? So reserve list, whether it will come. So I started calling my friends, and I also called the late Shankar sir. So I also called him and I asked him, sir, if the mark is coming like this. So he said, maybe 2 marks, it is possible. It did not say it is confirmed, but it is said possibly it may come. Possibly it may come now, whether I will get a job. I think I was 30 at that time, 30 age. So I was like, no, I will get a job, 30 or 31. He said, maybe. Then I was more happy. I will get a job. I mean, I thought I did not clear, but I will get a job in reserve list. Then I went back and I told everyone that, see, 2 marks only missing. So I may get a job. But then what happened? Same thing. It is like, in the examination on the puliwala, or it is like, you whether you want to leave this examination or not, this examination will not leave you. This is what happened on that moment. Then, when I saw all these things, 2 marks, reserve list, then I got this thing. So now 2 marks, then next IAS thana. Now 2 marks na IAS thana concept. Appo IAS. Next time IAS. Then the point was that, see, till then I did not read. Now the time was very less. Already result came very late. The marks came very late. Now prelims result or the prelims examination date was very close. Then I started panicking. Then I had to read. Then I was having this dilemma every day, whether to give or not, Irka ilya, irka, whether to go or not. See, every day used to be that. Then the point was that I kept reading. Somehow I kept reading. Then I wrote one mock test. I wrote one mock test. That mock test was actually, all India mock test, which happens in Chennai, one of the mock tests. So it was like, preliminary examination was Sunday. So before one Sunday, till then I prepared somehow, some 1 week or 10 days I prepared. One more week was left. So I gave that gave that mock. See, 5th attempt or 6th attempt. Then the marks came in the evening. See, I scored very low. I scored, I think, very low, 45 net. That means 90 something. People were scoring 70. The list was, they were having so many toppers. I was very low in the score. Then I thought, maybe that is what I thought on that moment. Maybe, competition is increased, students have come. Maybe I am not prepared well. I was thinking about clearing this examination. Suddenly they are asking me to write. But then I was very depressed on Sunday. Monday, total collapse. Okay. Next Sunday is preliminary examination. Monday, total collapse. I was not even able to move a single hand and do anything. But the point what I did was, then I did, some, I do not know. Many things I cannot, some things I can say, some things I cannot say. But then that night went away. That night I went away. I blanked out. I blanked out on that day. I did not want to think anything. Tuesday I got up. Tuesday I had an idea. Tuesday I had an idea. Okay, let the competition be increased or whatever be the case. I understood by the fact that when I let go this exam, I was happy. Then I thought, maybe I will give this attempt. If I clear, okay, I will give a try. But if I fail, I'll be happy, right? I realized the fact that when you let go of something, you are happy. When you hold on to something, you are not happy. So I thought, either way, it is going to be a win. Then I decided on Tuesday, let us leave this mark aside. Okay, mark, people got this mark, okay. I got a low score in mock test, okay. But I will read. I'll keep revising. So I revised polity. Then I revised geography. Wednesday, I revised geography, geography, environment. Then I revised economy, Thursday. Friday came, then I revised history. Saturday came, history again. So each day, what I would say to myself is that, see, you have the hall ticket. You go to the hall. If you are not convinced that you are prepared enough, you come back from the hall. Simple. You read, you don't let go today. If you let go today, that means you are letting go of something which you can do for 4 or 5 days and think about your results. But what I did was, Tuesday I did the same thing, Wednesday I did the same thing, Thursday I did the same thing. Thursday felt like, why should I do this? I'm going to not write this exam. But again, Friday I studied, Saturday I studied history, Sunday morning I got up. I remember the examination was in Paris. I remember that. Paris. So what I thought was, I'll find the address. See, I'll go see the school. If I am not convinced that I have not read enough by the time I find the school, I'll come back. Then I found the school. Then I thought, okay, let us have a cup of coffee. Let us decide on that moment. So I decided on the day, Sunday, 8:30, in front of the school, whether to go inside or not. Till that moment, the book was in my hand. Till that moment, the book was in my hand. Then 8:30, I decided I'm going to go. Finished. All Buddha shut. The words of Buddha shut down. It is like, அனைத்துக்கும் ஆசைப்படு. So that is you think about everything belonging to you. In that moment, you want everything. You want IAS, you want all. Not only IAS, IPS veno, IRS veno, IFS veno, all veno. I thought about that on the moment. Then I went inside, and the consequence is that I cleared. The mock test score did not reflect here. The mock test score was not a complete assessment. See, mock test is good. I am not saying it is a bad thing, but it is not a complete assessment of your preparation. It is for your practice, whether you are finishing it in time, whether you are able to attempt the question, whether you are able to understand the question and the logic. That is why this mock test is. But if I had feared this and not gotten insight, I would not have written that examination and cleared that prelims. And I would not have gotten again mains. And I would not have gotten one more interview. So the consequence of this was, again I wrote prelims, cleared, mains cleared. Then I went to interview. But interview again, again Buddha came. Okay, again the problem was that again I could not clear. That was a different story. Again it was 2 marks. So I think, see, there is a story. I think I do not know whether you know this story. There will be a person whose leg will be broken. So people will say, why are your leg is broken? What to do? Then immediately people will be starting to recruit for military. But Anna, this person would not be recruited. They will be saying, see, because his leg is broken. Then they will be saying, it's good only. See, like it is like this only. If you think that this examination you are going to write, it will be good. If you are not going to write, or if you do not clear also, I don't think you will have a lot of consequences. You may have some, regret, remorse. See, life, you should have some regret. That is what makes you a better person, right? I don't think any other thing in this world makes you a better person than a little bit of regret. Like, Buddha would say one thing. There would be a woman, she would come crying because her baby had died or something. Buddha would say, go to that village, bring me a handful of rice from any house which has not seen death. Yeah. So she goes, she knocks every door. Obviously, she will not find a single house, right? The meaning of this is that, similarly, I don't think any human being has walked this earth without regret, without feeling hurt, without failing, without thinking that he or she has not done enough. I don't think even a single person exists that way. That is how this examination is. I hope, I do not know whether I made some change to the way you think about this examination. Till this date, I have tried to do that. In this last moment, I was not sure of saying anything, but students, when they ask if I wanted to say this, I keep going, keep reading, keep revising. Think about this examination on the day of the examination. You will do well. Okay, all the best.